play heroes that don't fulfill his role in their squad, which is to stun people.
Axe,
what about Gyro?
Lesh. I think they're going to pick, because that's definitely eliminating
Doom. You can't. Okay. You cannot not pick Doom against Lycan.
Like, I mean, they sure are taking their time.
But Lycan's so good against Doom.
No, it's because LGD will pick it. And then once again, they have 2 cores with heavy sustain that give them the tools to essentially answer anything TNC wants to do. I have not seen Doom lose a game yet.
I think they outsmarted him with this Lycan pick first. I think they were expecting the Doom pick, and they were going to pick Lycan themselves.
I think you're probably right.
And then I said that was how they outgamed him, and that seems to be applying here.
Ryan.
Yeah.
With the bold, accurate predictions on the line.
You know, if I say enough random crap, eventually I'm like, if you throw enough darts blindfolded at, 6 in the morning while possibly under the influence of some
Radiant teams turn to
Dota 2. Is this the oh, there's Omni. What is this?
I don't know, man. That's just
no. It's definitely not an axe Slash.
It's change of approach here.
Oh, please take Doom, guys. Like, oh no, TNC.
They're mind gaming themselves.
I'm rooting for you. I really am. But that's not. You know what else that opens up for LGD?
Disruptor.
FY Rubik.
I don't know how much I love Disruptor against the Lycan pick.
I put a bunch of moolah that the Doom's about to be picked up. It's Doom or Rubik, but realistically, I think you just take Doom because there's always replacements to Rubik. And I just think it's too good. It crushes Disruptor Omni, I feel, the way it's played. And I just don't think TNC is going to be able to handle it if you just Doom their Omni.
Yeah, I agree. Boom.
Oh, I was wrong.
Interesting. Real good versus the Omni.
Shocker.
Still a core, however.
Get it? It's a shocker.
Wow. Thank you.
I
couldn't do it like the 7th time.
You know what blows my mind, Josh?
What blows your mind?
He's like
Kyle?
that's like the most popular North American Dota streamer. Right there. That guy.
He's a work of art.
What's he got that I don't got, Josh?
Wait, where's it?
Other than a strong jawline.
I mean, you don't have the camera
personality.
zoomed in on your face right now. I think that's the biggest. See, look, even I got it. I got the.
Alright, I'm not sitting on the left anymore. I can't handle this. But look, DK gets banned even though they have the Razor. I still don't mind it just because of the way this game can be played out. I think just survivability is the name of the game. Because if you don't die, it's usually more likely that the enemy team will die first, so long as you're still alive.
You do have a point there.
I have been told if you kill them, they die.
Okay.
I like the Kunkka ban. I think FY is too solid on that hero, but they're 100% getting Rubiked if they leave it in the pool. And while obviously I was looking at the Doom, I think that the Razor, once again, going back to that whole Earnhardt Perkins, right? It leaves LGD the ability to keep their players, regardless of their draft, on the role that they fill in the way in the games they win. It's just simple every single time. And TNC, I like the opening in a sense. I feel like they're outmaneuvered so far.
I think they have to ban Naga on the side of LGD. Thoughts?
I would give you that one. I agree.
Too good against Lycan, goes well with Disruptor. Give it to
Razor. I 100% agree. I also think, guess what that hero has? That's right, Brian. Slamma Jamma. It's got a stun.
Oh, they left the Naga. Okay, we know what the 3rd pick is. Move on. What's the 3rd pick for LGD in response to this Naga pick?
I think they'd probably still go Rubik. But we'll see. Doom, I'm still down with, but I mean, I've seen LGD pick 3 cores in their open before, and I've never seen them lose with it. And if you could pick 3 cores, Razor, Doom, and Lycan are not bad. Like, you just see it right away. You have hero deletion, you have objectives, you have Roche, you have damage reduction.
In the world for pick it early.
I think he might just be playing the Razor, though.
There's a Chen ban.
That does put a lot of pressure on heroes like Disruptor. They don't have a way to naturally deal with it.
There it is. Brian with the bold prediction. Hey, off. Oh, is there anything you'd like to say? Is this a moment of pride?
Clip that. Embrace it.
That's really long ago. I don't know if we'll be able to get that.
Yeah, we'll take what we can get, man. You take your victories, you embrace them, and you have quick to forget about your defeats.
Yeah, and you hang that pretty blue ribbon right up next to your chest, 2nd place.
You make sure you dangle the losses and you tangle the wins.
Yeah, that Eugene?
That's how I think that's how it goes.
Or fits something.
It's fitting.
It's fitting.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
No, I'm talking about Eugene Fitzherbert, the Tangler himself. This guy.
Is that a made-up name?
No, it's from Tangled.
Is that your pet
the
name
movie?
for him?
No, come on, man. You gotta know this.
Is that
These are
really
Disney
from
movies.
Tangled the movie?
Yeah, Flynn Rider. His real name is Eugene Fitzherbert.
Jeez.
And that's your boy Brian, right there.
I'm not sad. I
Now
don't
see,
know
look,
that.
I know that. Now, do you know this pick right in front of you? What is the response to the Naga? Brian asked this earlier.
Yeah, I
still don't
said
have an
we already
answer.
got this far.
I already told you what it was.
What is it?
It's gonna be Rubik.
Is it gonna really? No matter what?
I don't know, man.
Or Doom.
This Doom is actually still just uncontested.
I feel like it's more of a Warlock pick coming out because I feel like they'll appreciate the sustain against a hero like Omni and Lane, and they need some way to disrupt the Naga with the sleep combo.
They have two methods of clearing Fatal Bonds with Naga and Omni already. I'm sure.
I mean, you already know they're going to pick Warlock. What's the
maybe they go like. Oh, they could. I guess they could Bane, but that's.
No.
God, guys,
so
this
back
is a
into this.
professional broadcast, all right?
Now,
It's,
see,
it's
okay, look,
7 a.m.
we do
guys. You should be ready
There
for
is
work.
still, aside of this Rubik that you're sure of, there is still NP, there's a Jakiro, there's an ET. I don't think any of these heroes
I just can't believe they're taking this long.
are any as good as a Rubik.
Like
Damn,
I
it's a
said,
bounty.
the Bounty Hunter for the team fight track, move speed for the Lycan during his ulti. Thoughts?
I like it because both Xnova and FY play it as well. So it gives them the
Could be
ability.
a 5.
Yeah, it leaves their draft the most open. And I think when you look at TNC, right, what are they all in on?
Team fight.
Exactly. Thank you. How do you play around that?
Not so much anymore, though.
Yes, but still, like, you know TNC is going to look to force fights the whole game. You
Okay.
know you're going to have a really difficult time ever actually testing into Disruptor Naga Song, like, combo with an Omni Knight, GA, and Repel behind. I think that this is the better way to play the game because you're now going to just amplify your Lycan and Razor's ability to just capitalize on good ult usage, BKB timings, etc.
I'll be honest, I don't love the Bounty Hunter pick, though. I feel like
5
Omni's a
seconds
hero you can't
remaining.
really kill. Naga's a support
Yes,
that deals
I
well
agree.
with you, and then they have 2 more cores that they can just
Radio
pick that don't really
team
die
ban.
to Bounty Hunter. And they've already done that with the Queen of Pain. They immediately go for the Tinker.
It's a Tinker.
And I don't know. I don't love the Tinker either into the Omni Knight.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this either, to be honest. I feel like, as you said, you need to win your lanes. You need Bounty, ideally, to be able to rotate through 2 different lanes.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have if you can't kill anyone, and that kind of looks like how this game might play out. It's really difficult to make your hero work. And who does he play with in the early game? Like, who's going to land kills
5
with
seconds
Bounty,
left.
right? Like,
Maybe he's just
obviously,
going to have to play with himself.
that's always a possibility.
When in doubt.
You're the one that has more experience with that, so if that is the way it looks like it'll end up, they choose not to go for a follow-up stun. We'll probably come back to you for another comment.
Okay.
In the
Rubik
meantime,
is banned.
yeah. And what do you follow up with? Could it be? Is it a Witch Doctor? I'm really not sure what you pick for LGD. I will say I like TNC's lineup more because, to your further point, the
10
other issue is
seconds remaining.
that the Bounty Hunter doesn't change Naga's effect on the game in
5
that
seconds
you
remaining.
always have net for BKBs. And PSG.LGD, these Lycan Razor
Dire
heroes, like, they're always going to be buying one. So they just need the ability to do some sustained damage and inevitably catch the Tinker. They need, like, and Quap has to go off as well. Like, Quap has to play a perfect game.
They do have, I mean, they already have a semi-answer to this Tinker, something to find him at least in this Disruptor. They have the song to, disengage from any fights. I don't think Tinker would be able to
Warlock.
spam rockets through that. There's a Lion pick.
I like it.
I will
that.
say
Just for the lane aggression? What is
They're playing against Quap, Omni. Might as well just have some.
Brawl?
they give a
Repel-
+1 for Tinker
Yeah,
as well.
Repel also doesn't dispel Hex, which is quite nice.
Okay.
And whenever you're playing with Tinker or Fury and
10
Cores,
seconds remaining.
Invoker as well, these heroes that offer a lot of global presence, I think Lion becomes even
5
more value
seconds
because now
remaining.
you're setting up, you have massive burst, 7-second CC train, a Tinker shows up, gets 2 spell combos off, whoever you find is dead.
Mhm.
And if you're TNC now, you need this last pick to do a whole hell of a lot in your draft, and I have no idea what they could pick to just. I honestly just don't know what you pick.
I feel like even if it's countered by Tinker, you pick something like a PL or like a troll type hero. Not troll necessarily because of the fact that Lion, but
Choose your
They actually go what?
Bats.
Core Naga? What's going on?
So what is this? Safe lane Naga?
Is this just a carry Omni? Carry Omni.
Carry Omni. Wow.
Damn, son.
Cosmetics coming
Whipping it out.
Too. Yeah, look at that helmet, man. He means business.
Okay.
I don't mind this,
I don't either, actually.
but
You have to dodge the Razor
So
lane.
who buys the
Here's the
Shiva? Squab?
it's a free bat game. For TNC to win this, they need to like crush the laning phase.
Yeah.
I need Sam H to just have drums at 6 minutes with a bottle and just constantly killing whoever's in his lane, because neither support really deals with him, and he has a Naga to play with, right?
And he hard counters the Lycan and Razor in lane, too.
Yeah, he crushes everything. So it's all going to be on how good is Armel's game. Like, you need to just crush the game. You just crush the game if you're TNC, and I think you probably have this. LGD, they went with more of, like, essentially their exact style of draft. You got the FY Lion, the X Nova Bounty, 3 strong cores. If they can get to the 30, 40-minute mark in an even game, it's one fight. And that's the thing, is that if you're TNC, you need to play near flawlessly for multiple engagements. If you're LGD, you just need one fight.
Based on the last game and how the lanes went, all the way better draft for playmaking, because Lion's really the only setup for LGD, and I don't expect him to have the freedom, based on the fact that Batrider counters both of his cores in lane, to have the freedom to actually get what he needs to do his job. And so, once again, correctly so, I'm going to predict TNC to win this game. Please win the game.
I'm still debating here. I'm kind of internal, because again, you know, I think back to this Bulba conversation. You had mentioned the team fights, you know? You count the team fights to win. And I think that if this game goes long enough, which
Every game seems to go long enough.
I have a feeling it will. You know, historically speaking here, the first 2 games were 66 and 68 minutes, you know? I have a feeling this will go long enough that LGD will have the ability to take that one fight, that one turning fight. All of a sudden this Tinker's online, he's gone. But then again, we have this disruptor to find this Tinker. We have a Quap who, I don't know if him or the Omni will build Shivas, maybe both, but they're going to find this Tinker wherever he might be in that stage of the game.
Yeah, I think to win, you can't go the like this Orchid build that I've seen Quaps go. I'd much rather see him with like an early Lincolns into, you know, Shivas, BKB, more sustain heavy, because in order to win this game, Quap has to be able to stay on map at all times and not just like have, like, you can't play a perfect game. If you miss Blink once or twice and you go like some Orchid and damage talent, you're just gonna die immediately to like a stun, finger, and a laser from Tinker. If you can actually sustain through that and be more of a hero on map, you aren't actually threatened by anything sans this Lion. So get to a point where you can just hunt Tinker with, like, you know, Shivas, maybe a Hex even. Like, no matter what, I just want him to play a game to win at like 4, 5, 6 items, because you're never ending this game before 20-25 minutes.
Let's just point out the intense lane swapping we're most likely going to see again this game. The fact that Razor hard counters Omni and is hard countered by the Batrider. We already see some crazy shenanigans going on here. Ame, seeing that the Omni Knight is no longer bottom based on the ward vision they have, he's taking a gander all the way to the top lane. Meanwhile, Omni's sitting in the mid lane, waiting to see where the Razor shows up, incorrectly guessing to the top lane. And now he's walking back to the bottom lane based on the fact that nobody's there on the side of LGD, and I'm out of breath just trying to talk about this crazy lane swapping we're about to see.
They're really just doing a dance around this courier right now, mid lane, just waiting. Razor finally shows up top. He's got a check.
I like that Thames is taking XP top while the rest of his cores are like walking to the other lanes. Sam H walking all the way top, so whoever TP's first, they'll just respond with a TP. And the lane Razor against Batrider is never good, so it doesn't even matter if he gets like a slight level advantage. If he gets this matchup, it is absolutely disastrous for him.
It's fine. It actually works out okay for TNC, because they got so many creeps under tower, so Omni doesn't actually miss much. Top, there was a Naga there the entire time, but yeah, I agree. And it'll be interesting to see what X Nova can get done here. He does buy a stick right away, which is going to help him sustain in this lane, considering Bat's just going to spam Napalm. Definitely got to favor the Bat Naga, but the thing is they've got to land kills. And here comes the first round of TPs.
Yep, there's the lane swap. Razor bottom, the Lycan up top. We do still have Bounty up here harassing away. And there's Bat following Razor right back bottom.
Yeah, this is exactly what we expect to see from TNC. Do not accept the bad lane matchups. It is that drastic of a difference this game, based on the polarity of the matchups for the Razor.
A little bit of harass on this Lycan. Lane still pretty static. Mid lane is pretty much even at this point, 6-4 to 6-3. I mean, I think it'll stay that way. I don't think it's gonna go.
Might be Sculpture. Oh, he just walks out. Oh, wait, no, that's his own kinetic field. Jump baited. And he might actually go down here to the... No, he has a salve, so he'll enter right back into this lane.
A really amateur question, but my fog is stuck on dire only. How do I change that?
Stuck on dire only?
He might have to reload the game.
Yeah.
Our mill actually just goes down to Sonic